sometimes we hear the story of Harvey Lillard. Like it was so amazing that Didi Palmer, the founder of the profession, gave an adjustment and this man recovered his hearing. Well, Ben, that happened to me twice in 10 years in practice. So it's not like it just happened to Didi. It happened to me too.
Hey, what's up, Jorge? Thank you for being on the show with me this morning, brother. I am coming to you from Oakland, California. My name's Dr. Ben. This is the first time we're officially meeting. The website that I'm building for prospective students is called becomeachiro.com. And this is going to go out to our PreChiro student community to help give them some insights into Sherman. If you could just describe a little bit about your role at Sherman currently, what you're up to over there.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you, Ben, for doing this. Actually, this is very unique. Like no one ever has done it. And what I love, what you're doing is very independent. So it's not like you're promoting a school. You're going to interview me now with Sherman College, and then you're going to interview their school. So you give an idea to students about what to expect when they come to a chiropractic college, what to expect when they become a chiropractor. So I think this is very unique and really cool. So I really congratulate you for this project. As you can see, I have an accent. I was born and raised in Santiago, Chile. I graduated in 2009 as a chiropractor from Palmer, Davenport in Iowa. And now I joke around and I say that I work at the new Fountainhead, which is Sherman College for Chiropractic. What is so special about this chiropractic college? I got to be super honest with you. Like the number one thing is that it's a family. So the minute I was here, I felt that I was part of a family, not a number. And students feel the same way. It's a small school. We have about 460 students, 470 students so far. It's going to go up in the next couple months. But because of that, our classrooms are small. Teachers, they know you by name. They know your face and they know your name. And two things that impress me, because I only been here for a year.
Okay.
So day one, I come to work on a Tuesday and everybody's looking so nice, like with ties, and the ladies looking very professional. And I asked, is there an event going on or something? And I was told that no, there wasn't an event. I asked, is there a dress code? And they said yes, but it wasn't imposed by the administration. The students got together and they said, hey, we're going to be doctors of chiropractic. We're going to be professionals. So from Monday through Thursday, we're going to look professional, and then Friday start our casual. And that really impressed me. The level of respect that the students were showing to chiropractic, it completely blew my mind. And the second thing that impressed me a lot, we have a new building, a student building, and it has a very nice kitchen. So students can bring their lunch and put it in the fridge. They have microwaves and toaster ovens and all those sort of things. And one thing that impressed me is like they open up a drawer, a cabinet, and it was like packed with food, And I said, what is this for? And the student giving me the tour said, well, this is, if any of our students is going hungry, there's food right here. So if you take one, next time you're doing well, you bring two. And I absolutely love that. Like I noticed that people won't let you suffer here. They won't let you go hungry as a poor college student. And I really got this sense of family and community when I saw that. So I was extremely impressed.
Yeah, thank you for providing those insights, Jorge. Yeah, when I was also a student, I graduated around the same exact time as you did, about 9 years ago. I just remember spending long days there, and there was very few food options on campus. So I could imagine that coming in handy. We actually even had a nap room at the school that I eventually ended up at. Can you tell me a little bit about the student culture at Sherman? And I personally have been influenced by so many people who say, if you're going to go to chiropractic school, really consider Sherman, because Sherman, like you said, the Fountainhead, To me, the Fountainhead just means it's sort of the epicenter of where chiropractic philosophy is being delivered these days within the context of all the different school options. But can you just describe a little bit about how chiropractic permeates through the student culture, where the students are finding themselves focusing their energy outside of the classroom?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The first thing is like when we hear this word philosophy, we got to understand that philosophy gives you the why. It's like why you're doing what you're doing. And
Mhm.
when you have a purpose in life, it
Mhm.
is absolutely amazing. I can recall there's a story from Simon Sinek that he visited Microsoft and Apple the same week.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to summarize the story, but it's really, I think it's pretty cool. And he had a Zune and he had an not an iPhone but an iPad. So both devices to listen to music. So when he brought the iPad to Microsoft, people were like, "Oh, look at this and look at that, and we can do this better, and we can copy that and change that," and they were like really focused on the iPad.
Mhm.
But then when he brought the Zoom to Apple, okay, that's cool, and they ignored it. They didn't even look at it, and they just kept talking. Okay, how can we make this experience better, our product better, and they have a strong why. Like they wanted to lead the market with
Mhm.
not only with a product, with a machine, a device, but
Mhm.
something that would generate emotions, the music, like give soundtrack to your lives.
Mhm.
So their why was so powerful that's why. Do you have a Zune? Does anybody have a Zune today?
No.
It
No.
completely disappeared. But
Mhm.
they continue with their philosophy, and during the last 15, 20 years, they became the guys to go, like the monsters of technology. Having said that, when you come to Sherman, the first thing you see is like all our philosophical principles on the wall, giant size. So I am 6'2", and they're about my size, and you
Mhm.
see all 33 of them on the hallway. So every day you come to school, you're reminded why you're there, and when you have that strong why, you're gonna go really far. The other thing is, it impressed me that people, like I said, they are so close to each other, so united here, that they have a nickname. They call themselves the Shermies.
Mhm.
I never heard that before from another school, but here we have the Shermies.
Mhm.
And even though Spartanburg is a small town, it has everything you need. So they do get together to eat good food in downtown. They do have a couple restaurants and bars to get together if they want to take a break.
Mhm.
They do get together all the time to study. So it's a very, very close community.
Yep.
So, like I said, like if a student is listening right now, and that student is thinking, you know what, I like big schools with a lot of people, maybe Sherman is not for you based on that. But if you
Right.
like that, small family environment,
Mhm.
it's something that you really need to see. And the
Mhm.
other thing is, we make the school available for everybody. So we have campus visits. So you can call us and schedule a campus visit and come.
Mhm.
Or we also have something that is called Sherman Showcase. And if you already have your prerequisites, which is 90 credit hours of basic sciences,
Mhm.
uh, we actually fly you over so you can come check the school, and we'll take care of you that entire week, and we'll take care of your hotel, your travel expenses, everything. So you can come and see us.
Mhm.
And I always tell students, like, go see as many schools as you can, really,
Yeah.
because when you think about money,
Mhm.
they all cost about the same. So you're not gonna base your decision in money because
No.
it's pretty similar. So you really gotta go somewhere that it resonates with you. So you go to that place and you see, you know what, I can see myself spending the next 3.5, 4 years of my life here.
Mhm.
I like this place. I like the area. I like the environment. So
Mhm.
go see as many schools as you can. So I'm not trying to convince you to pick Sherman. But
Right.
what I can see is, please come check us out. Come see it.
No doubt. No doubt. Yes, I agree 100%. Got to check you out. In 2020, with everything going on in the world right now, it's much more difficult to fly across the country to visit a school. So I'm just curious, is there any ways that students can gain further insights through the internet as to the facilities or to some of the students? Are there ways to connect in to what you have going on at Sherman to broaden the context that a prospective student might have? And then a second question on top of that, do you as a school recommend any preparatory training, like any PreChiro specific training beyond just getting your prerequisites completed?
And number one, go ahead and like find Sherman on Facebook and just give us a like. And then if you have any questions, just send us a message. We have people right next door to me that are going to see that message and they will either answer your questions. If you want a virtual tour, we have an amazing virtual tour that we can send to you so you can actually see the school virtually. One important thing that I really encourage people is do not pick a school based on location. So, oh, this school is like 2 hours away from me. I'm just going to go there because it's close to home and things like that. Don't do that because if you could go to, let's say, Harvard or your local community college for the same price, you'll probably go to Harvard. So you got to go to a school that is actually offering you things that is going to be worth your investment.
Right.
So let me tell you a couple of things that they make us different as a school. Number one is we say that chiropractic is a science, art, and philosophy. But something that we never talked about is chiropractic is also a business. Right. When you open your office, you're going to have to run a business. And I don't know about you, Dr. Ben, but my first year, I struggled a lot with administration. Absolutely. Like I wasn't a bad chiropractor, I wasn't a bad professional, right, but I was not a businessman. So I was like, really frustrating. Mm-hmm. Over here at Sherman, we have something called the G10 program, which is business classes that they will teach you everything, how to open an office, run it, procedures, where to get a loan, promotions, advertising, and you start that on your first quarter. So you start chiropractic college and you start with that until the end of your degree. So that way you kind of like, it's not on your diploma, but imply you also get a little business minor too with us, which is really, really good and beneficial for the students. We want our students to be successful. Yeah. Because if they are successful, they're happy, the profession becomes successful, and we're able to bring chiropractic to the world in a better way and with a better light. Yeah. So that's one thing. And the other thing is like people always think about Sherman because of our strong philosophy, our strong why. But right now we're using a lot of new technology that is like groundbreaking for chiropractic. Right now, for example, I don't know if you ever heard of the CBCT scanner, but it's a for the students watching this video, it's a scanner usually used in dental work that it does a 3D image of your teeth. Well, here in Sherman, our doctors and supporters, they modified that for the cervical. So now you have amazing 3D images for the cervicals. Wow. And you're able to see foraminal compressions, rotations, occlusions in ways that they've never seen before. So we have a CBCT scanner on campus, and it's going to become part of our curriculum. So you're not only going to learn how to read X-rays, but also the CBCT scanner, which to me is one of the next steps for chiropractic. So as you can see, we have science going on. The head of the department is Dr. Christopher Kent, that lots of people know. It's a brilliant man. So our pillars are really strong. Our philosophy department is amazing. Our technique department is amazing. We have an amazing science department. And we include to that our business department. Yeah. We got ourselves a really good chiropractic college.
Strong team, very strong team. Yes, I encourage anybody to just Google Dr. Christopher Kent. He's got a wealth of information available on the internet. That technology you mentioned is very fascinating to me because hearing that you're from Chile, I did a lot of work in Central America providing chiropractic care. It's one of my favorite things about chiropractic is you can provide it cross-culturally. Cross languages, and recognizing that each culture has their own unique spine. the cultural spine, so to speak, and I see the applications of that technology and seeing the different types of spines based on, you know, who gets scanned. You can see different things and start to really understand a human being by looking at their spine, not only the shape, the density, the size. And wow, that's a really big advancement for the future of chiropractic in the sciences. Wow. Last question, just to kind of keep focus on Sherman. We said we don't want to focus on the location. I couldn't agree with you more. I chose my original chiropractic school based on location. I had to transfer after making the wrong decision based on location. But when we look at the whole package of what it takes, like this path to become a chiropractor, it really sounds like you're really trying to put this plan in action. Just to come back to kind of how Sherman brings these students into the school. What's the transition process like for an incoming student? How does Sherman make that transition process easy for the incoming student?
If you do want to practice in any of the 50 states in the United States, it's highly suggested that you have a bachelor's. It is not mandatory. There are many states that they don't require a bachelor's, but like if you want to practice in California and Florida and other states like that, you need a bachelor's. So the way that Sherman works is we have several schools. We call it the 3+1 agreement. So which means you do 3 years for your bachelor's in these universities. We have several around the country. And then the last year of your bachelor's, you come and do it here at Sherman, but those classes also count for your doctor of chiropractic degree. So you save an entire year of school. So you're saving time and you're saving money. So that's the way that we're working with the students so they can graduate faster and not be in so much debt. And it's a very, very efficient way to do it. So that's my suggestion. And for those students that they say, you know what, I know what I want. I want to stay only in this state, and this state doesn't require a bachelor's. Then just go to your local community college, do your hours. If you don't know which hours to take, send us a message, and we'll give you a little list of the classes that you need to start chiropractic college, which are pretty much universal. Like all schools are requiring the same thing. It's not a Sherman thing; it's a CCE thing. Overall, that 3+1 agreement. It works really well for many, many students.
Awesome. Yeah, no, absolutely. And so when a student arrives in their first semester over at Sherman, do you have a department that helps them get housing and get situated there?
Oh, absolutely. Right next door, we have our admissions department. During showcase, they will give you a tour of the city and different areas where the student can live. We don't have housing inside the campus itself. But we do have many apartment complexes around the area that they work with us. So we can definitely show you around and point out different places where students can live close to campus.
Okay. And then to telescope out into the future, where do you see the growth of these chiropractors graduating from Sherman? Where do you see them going? What kinds of impact can you envision for the future chiropractors that are...
Absolutely. I'm going to use the words of Dr. Sigafus. I'm going to say that when you're focused on the detection and correction of vertebral subluxation, you're limitless because you don't know what's going to happen. You only know that the body's going to work properly. It's going to work better, but you don't really know what's going to happen. So over here, it's not like you're going to learn how to treat back pain or shoulder pain or headaches because you're limiting yourself to back pain, shoulders, and headaches. Over here, you're going to work with the nervous system. And if you work with the nervous system, which controls all the sensations, perceptions, and pretty much your life, it never ceases to amaze me what happens after an adjustment. I mean, you've been in practice. I have been in practice myself. And sometimes we hear the story of Harvey Lillard. Like, it was so amazing that Didi Palmer, the founder of the profession, gave an adjustment and this man recovered his hearing. Well, Ben, that happened to me twice in 10 years in practice. It happened to a lawyer and it happened to a mom that I was taking care of, and they recover their hearing after an adjustment. So it's not like it just happened to Didi. It happened to me too. And it's not like I am an amazing chiropractor, because then you go online, you go on YouTube, you visit offices, and you see all these amazing changes happening in these chiropractic offices. And it's because we're working with a really, really powerful system, which is the nervous system. And that's why I see our chiropractors limitless, because they are so focused on working with the human potential, with the nervous system, that they're going to have an amazing practices. And people pay a lot of money to come listen to our professors, and you know that, like, people pay a lot of money to go to a seminar with Dr. Christopher Kent, or Dr. Castellucci that teaches chiropractic pediatrics, or Dr. Rosie, or so many. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not naming them all, but like, we have like an elite group of professors here. So the students, they just need to come and meet them. They're amazing people.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it, Jorge. And if anybody is interested in getting more information about Sherman and connecting with their admissions department, I'm going to post some information below so that you can connect directly in with them. And I highly recommend, as part of your PreChiro experience, that you gain exposures to what Sherman has to offer. There's so much. Take your time with it. Explore their website. Is there any student run newspapers, or is there any way that prospective students can gain access to information being developed by students currently today?
We have an ambassador program. So if you have questions and you want to talk to a student, one of our student ambassadors will reach out to you and talk to you. And honestly, they don't get paid by us. They be super honest with you.
Yeah.
So that's the way that we bring prospective students to our students. And the best way to communicate with us is, well, of course, visit our website, sherman.edu, or enter Facebook, like us, and then if you send a message in the first 20 minutes, you'll get a reply from us, and we can put you through with a student that is looking for a roommate, with one of our ambassadors, with a virtual tour. Come over for a showcase. We can definitely connect you if you connect with us. Absolutely.
And can you tell me a little bit about the ROAR program? Do you have like a network of doctors, of chiropractors that have offices where they promote ROAR?
Yeah, absolutely. So myself, my program, I work with ROAR stands for Reach Out and Recruit, as you can see. And more than actually recruiting students myself, I go to these chiropractic offices. And, I love getting students from that end. I mean, I love all students, but like, it's so special to get those students that they are chiropractic patients, that chiropractic change or influence their lives, that said, you know what, doctor, I want to do what you do. And there's just such an amazing people to meet and work with. So we have several, about, I would say, over close to 250 doctors around in the United States and outside the United States, that they have Sherman materials in their office. If they have patients that are interested in chiropractic, they give them our information. They send referrals to Sherman, and it's really easy. You just type on Google, you just type Sherman College ROAR, and it's going to take you to our page. It's a free program, so if you sign up for it, it's not going to cost you anything. And once you sign up, I will send you school materials, a cool T-shirt, some swag, so you can have it in your office and help us promote Sherman and chiropractic. And if I am in the area, I'll probably stop by and definitely take you to lunch.
No, I appreciate that. And yes, any chiropractor that believes that chiropractic needs to be at the heart of an educational experience needs to really consider sending people to Sherman. So thank you so much for your time today. I just want to leave you with a quick story. The late, great Reggie Gold, who I believe was very integral to Sherman's inception and growth. So at a seminar I was at of his when I was just graduating, he said his biggest achievement in life was that he sent something like 175 chiropractors to chiropractic school, that he inspired about 175 chiropractors to him, out of all the different things, writing books, speaking to countless chiropractors, taking care of thousands, if not over 1 million different people with his hands. his biggest achievement from his perspective was that legacy that he left by leaving chiropractors with a clear path, or leaving people with a path to become chiropractors. So that's really what the inspiration from this podcast came from. And I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate your energy today. Much love to you, and all the work you're doing out there is super important. So I don't know how often you get thanked. I'm sure it's quite a bit at Sherman. There's a lot of love in that campus, but
There is.
I just wanted to send it from over on the West Coast.
But it means a lot coming from you, Ben. And like I said, I'm just impressed that you're doing this. Hopefully, you'll be able to interview many other schools, and that's just my word of advice. Instead of saying to people, you gotta go to Sherman, I just want to say you gotta go and check out all the schools that you can, make an informed decision, and pick what resonates with you. Absolutely. Because you're gonna spend your time, money, and efforts there, so might as well go somewhere that is gonna count.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jorge. Have a great day. I appreciate you, man. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. You too. Bye-bye.
Peace.